Greetings again, kids. I want to talk to you about censorship and why it should be abolished. I know what you're going to say. But I was watching Panorama the other day. Yes, even though I'm disabled, I've got some intelligence, you know. Anyway, I was watching Panorama on about censorship, and it's not on about nudity. They got a separate, discussions for that. But this type of discussion was on about swearing. But it can be for this topic can be for nudity, whatever, making fun of whatever. But there's one thing you should not be make fun of, and I tell you that at the end. And even though people not agree with me, you'll know why. Censorship on swearing, nudity, blah blah blah. Censorship should be abolished. Tell you why. If you have an audience and a couple of the audience, well, a handful of the audience are Christian and believe in their God, you get a Muslim on stage who's a comedian, and he crack jokes saying, Christian God is pathetic and stupid, and our God's better because we've got statues in his honour, blah blah blah. I don't know, I'm not religious, so I don't know what these fruitcakes have, okay? So I'm just saying, on the programme, people were complaining, last year they took a poll up and down the country, and there about, I think it was 67% of the country didn't like the swearing on TV. I think it was OTT, over the top, and the rest didn't care, but a majority didn't like it. And they're in a legal struggle to have this censorship on swearing, so comedians can't swear, so half gone their routine. So put yourself in that position. They make fun of your God even though you're Christian. A Muslim comic in the middle of his show makes fun of your God and saying his God's better. That handful of Christians will be offended and complain, and whoever seen this broadcast on TV, even though they're Christian, they get offended and they ring up and complain. So they decide to censor, these religious jokes, if you like. So swearing and religion is out the window. Okay. Another handful in the audience are alcoholics, and there's a couple of jokes in his routine on about alcoholism and why it's stupid and should be banned, and these people are morons for chugging back and making assholes of themselves. They will be offended, and people who see it on TV will be offended. They ring up and complain, and bang goes his jokes. He's not allowed to say them on TV. Bang goes to comedian jokes on TV. So do you see a pattern here? I mean, a comic is funny, programs are funny, even non-comic programs, they even got reported for cursing in the movies, or this religious thing, or portraying, Mohammed instead of Christianity, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So let me get it through your head. Everyone will be offended about anything. I mean, okay, a person who's non-Christian is an atheist. The comic will make fun of God. We wouldn't care. It's only the assholes who, bring up. And even on the internet, this censorship deal, even on YouTube, cutting down on fucking swearing. Thankfully, my videos haven't got deleted for swearing, even though on my profile I do say I swear. Hold on. Right. Soon enough, everyone's going to censor this joke, this action, that action, and it all's going to end up, they're all going to be censored out of existence, and people are going to lose their jobs. No films will be made, no one will be entertaining, because you can't say a fucking thing because everyone is being an arsehole and complaining. Here's a clause, you can get away with it. Here's a clause which they haven't done, and they've done it on some programs and films, and well, not films but programs and so on. You can post anything on the internet: sex, porn, swearing, nudity, whatever you like, even in films and programs, and swearing and blah blah blah, as long as you put a warning at the beginning of on your profile or at the beginning of the program, and that should be okay. I mean, all these people who complain about, after they watch it, they don't take the notice of the warning, or they do, but they watch it anyway, and they bitch and complain afterwards. Like a video been taken down because of swearing, hate whatsoever. YouTube should not pay any attention, because there's a warning at the beginning of the program, whatever, video. Same with programs, you should put a warning at the beginning. When you got the warning, you're clear to do whatever you want. And if people watch it and get offended, they have no fucking rights in complaining, because they're the assholes who watch it. Okay? Right, all these things you can help. I mean, you can crack jokes about anything except one topic. You can crack jokes about alcoholism, smoking, being an arsehole, Christianity, believing in God, blah blah blah. Everything you can make fun of except disability. People, okay, if you're born disabled, you cannot help it. That's the only thing that should be censored and frowned upon and complained about, because the person who you're making fun of, or a group of people, and the majority of people you make fun of, they cannot help being disabled, and that is wrong. You can help alcoholism. If people crack about alcoholism, it's your fault for doing it. You know it's bad, but you do it. Smoking is bad, you're doing it. But these people who joyride and do a stunt, and then they cannot walk, or they have their leg amputated, you can make fun of them because they could help being disabled. They did a dangerous thing that made them disabled. In my eyes, that's not proper disability. It's a disability at some point, but it's not real disability. I was born, as you know, oxygen starved, and let's put it in easy term, half my brain's not working. Obviously half my brain's working, but the great majority of all my brain's not working. Bit parts of the brain not working. And because I was oxygen starved for a couple of seconds, I was dead for 2 minutes, blah blah blah. And in that 2 minutes, I was brain dead basically, and they brought me back, you know, and doctors brought me back, and I was disabled. I cannot help that. You should not make fun of disabled people. Censorship should be banned. It should be abolished, excluding making fun of real disabled people. Bye, kids.